Hello everybody, this is Sheldon from Shell Rock Art. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of Perspectives in Pouring. Today, this week, Britta Clayton will be doing the whole FAE convention, so she won't be here. So we have two guests. We have Heather Renee and we also have Justin Sally. And they'll be coming on, of course, before me. And I'm sure you probably already saw their videos. So today, I'm going to be doing a flip cup. And I chose to do a flip cup because I wanted to show, again, that it is not necessarily a beginner's technique. It is more advanced than most people think. Because this has like 2 words, flip cup. The process of flipping a cup seems very easy. But to get the results that you really want to get, those nice round cells and things of that nature, yeah, it takes a little bit more experience. And as a matter of fact, from my experience, that the flip cup technique is probably the most scraped technique I've ever done, or second. I think I scraped more flower dips than I did the flip cup, but I scraped many flip cups. So this is the piece that I did. Notice the greens here, the bold cells here, but it has some nice subtle cells as well throughout. So it's very, it has a lot of cells that I was going to say very cellular. That just sounds ridiculous. But it has a lot of cells in it. And it dried really well. And all the cells kept their shape, nice rounded form. So I like that too. But I would consider this a fail. So the question would be in the live chat down below. I want you guys to let me know in the live chat why I would refer to this as being a fail. Okay? Now, that's a trick question, but you need to know why some of us artists will say, oh, I failed. This was a fail. So why would this become a fail for me? So let's get over to the canvas and we'll see how I developed this piece, which I kept because I love the design, but at the same time, again, to me it was a fail. All right, let's get over there. Hello everybody, this is Sheldon from Shell Rock Art. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of Perspectives in Pouring. And this week I'm going to be doing a flip cup. Now I'm not going to say a simple flip cup, because flip cups is everything but simple. That's why most people have a hard time really getting the effects that they want. I'm waving my hands to you, saying hello. And while we're talking, I'm going to add some silicone to these cups because I forgot to add it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this one ended up having 2 drops fall into it. That's okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops in total. I put none in the white. And this is the cup we're going to use. It's a 9-ounce cup. So we'll see how far it fills up. So I'll probably end up with like 7 or 8 ounces in this for a 10 by 10 canvas. Okay. So these are close to 2 ounces a piece. Plus that, it should be around 8 ounces, maybe a little bit more once I load the cups up. So let me show you what I'm doing as far as colors go. This is Amsterdam Titanium White. Next is, this is called Primary Magenta from Amsterdam, but I lightened it up and I gave it some shimmer with this color called Tango Pink. It's a primary element. And it gives it a nice, beautiful shimmer to it. So the whole idea, I'll show you in a second. This is lime green from Liquitex. And this has, you won't see it here, but this has gold diamond in it. I don't know if you could ever pick that up or not, but it has gold. It's like an interference color, but it's a diamond, which means that it's a larger particulate pigment, and it's an interference. So it's not quite powdery. It's got a larger particulate. That's why we call it a diamond. And this is turquoise blue from Artist Loft. And this has Be Mine primary element mixed in that. I wanted to mix the primary elements in these two paints to give us some nice sparkle and shimmer, but not take away from the color. Now this is my favorite one here. This is a Permanent Violet Deep, I believe. One second. It is Permanent Blue Violet. That's what it is. So it's Permanent Blue Violet from Amsterdam. But I added some primary elements, Rubellite. And I don't know if you can see that shimmer in that. Look at how shimmery and almost like the wine and roses color. So that's the color that is. And the whole idea is to try to get most of this color on top and have these colors kind of pop through as cells. Hopefully I get that to work that way. Who knows? Maybe I didn't, or maybe I can't. But I'm going to give it the old college try, right? I have my torch here. I have my pen here to poke a hole in the cup. And we're going to get right to it. So let's start with, since I want this on top, this is my consistency, by the way. Did it thicken up on me? You know, I'm going to add a little more water to this. I want it a little bit thinner. The last time I made it too thick, some of the tilting was a little bit tough. That's better. Okay. Yeah, see, after you thin it a bit, sometimes because the pigments are still dissolving, it can tend to thicken up on you. So you have to adjust the consistency right before you actually do the pour. Oh, that rhymes. Right before you do the pour. Right before you do the pour. I'm a poet and didn't know it. Make a rhyme every time. Handy Dandy is off today because I don't need them, which is good. Sometimes you gotta give your hard-working employees a break. And Handy Dandy is definitely a hard-working employee. He's been my co-host on many of my pour videos. But he gets a break today. But instead I got Larry Storch, the Human Torch. Why'd I say Larry Storch? You know, from F Troop. If y'all old enough to remember that show. But anyway, that's my pink there. How's my white looking? My white's looking perfect. Okay, good. Now, I'm going to start layering my cup. right, so moment of truth, flip it, bam. I ain't wasting no time with that. I'm gonna flip it and get out of the way. So while the colors are running down, I'm gonna put these stern sticks together, clean up, tap that out. Now again, I said I'm gonna lift it straight up. Heat this tip so it gets nice and hot. And that way you can poke a hole in the top without pressuring it. See that right there? Now the hole got in there to add some air, the air in there. All right, I think we can lift it now. Let's go straight up. Nope. For some reason, that purple, that violet color just sunk right in there. So let's see what we can do. Pop some of these big bubbles that's there. You're going to drag the edge of this cup through this piece. All right, let me spread these colors around a bit. And they're moving much nicer than the one I did earlier. Yes, definitely got some nice movement to it. I like the way that's moving. Okay, good. Kind of help keep that design. I love the way that design looks. Pull that to the top. Good. I'm going to tilt some off this corner anyway, just to kind of move things around once I torch it. Clearly we're going to tilt it some more. I just wanted to get that initial tilt, initial spread, and see where we go with this. I think this area I'm going to take off first. I'm kind of liking this little glowing white area here, and some of this area, the little white pop through, so I'm going to try to keep that. All right, so give it a minute. Okay. All right. I think that's going to do it. I like the way that turned out. It's not all the most perfect cells, but I still like the colors. And let me take my gloves off so I don't drip anything anywhere. And then we can go on and talk about what was done here. All right. So let me take my gloves off and get you down for a closer look. Okay, everybody. This is the final wet result. This is beautiful, I believe. I don't have any light shining on it yet. Let me see if I can get some light shining on it here. Anyway, I like the way the cells turned out. There was a little bit of flocculation in the middle of some of these cells here, but that's okay. But overall, the composition, the colors, they popped out pretty nicely. I like the white, how the white came up in this area here, and also in this area here, and then up in here lightened up, right up there. These nice bright green, lime green cells that popped up in here. That beautiful pink line is kind of like, it's pretty cool. So there's a lot of character going on in this piece that stands out. You have some bright colors, but you also have some muted cells too, as well. So I think overall, I'm happy with it. And I wanted to show you just real quick that the sparkle, the diamond, that's it when I smear my fingers onto the canvas. You see all that sparkle right there? When I smeared it onto the puppy pad, all that sparkle is from that Color Art Interference Gold Diamond. Okay, so there you have it, folks. This is Sheldon from Shell Rock Art, and another episode of Perspectives and Pouring.